Okay, once again, there's an instruction. Nobody will start their mic during the session. You're not allowed to disturb the session. During the session, nobody use camera as well as. Okay, so it's an humble request. Don't use your mic as well as a camera. So use your mobile and simultaneously you can work Google SketchUp along with the sir. So now we'll start with the session. I request Madhav sir to start with the session.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I hope yesterday you got some insight about the planning and the principles of planning as well as Vastu. Today we will begin with the SketchUp. SketchUp is the software which enables you to create the three-dimensional objects. Means whatever the two-dimension plans you do, you can extrude the faces that already you have made in two dimension into another axis, means in Z axis. Just I'll directly begin with the software. This is the software icon that you can see, SketchUp. So now I am using a 2018 version of this SketchUp. I'll share this cracked version with Ishwar Gaur sir, and he will share you among you all. So whenever you open the SketchUp software, the window of this SketchUp will open like this. So yeah, as usual, you know that like unlike in Microsoft Office and all, so this is the title bar, the topmost horizontal whatever the bar you see in this window. This is called as title bar as usual, and then the menu bar is there as usual. There are the menus are like file, edit, view, camera, draw, tool, window, and help. These are the main menus, like how you use in AutoCAD and all. There comes, these are the toolbars. These are the toolbars. This is very simple software. If you come to know very few tools yourself, you can practice it just by the instructor. One option is the instructor option. The software itself has an instructor inside it. Whenever you click on any of the command here or the tool, drawing tool, the instructor will tell you what the tool does. So to begin with, first let me introduce some of the tools here. Whenever there is a blank window like this, so in main menu bar, if you go to the main menu view, there is a option called as toolbars. If you click it, one more, the smaller window will appear here. One more window will appear here. Different toolbars are available for the drawing purpose. So here I'll use drawing toolbar. So as soon as you check this drawing, the toolbar will appear on the screen. You can see here. Just I'll check, the toolbar will appear here. So you can drag and position in the place wherever you require. Then I'll take edit toolbar, draw, edit. Then comes large tool set. You can see here, this is large tool set. Just I'll position on the left side of this screen. Then I need views. I'll just position it just adjacent to the edit toolbar. Then standard toolbar. So these are the basic toolbars which are required for production of any of the residential building in 3 dimensions. Only very few you can appreciate this software because we use very lesser tools for development of the 3-dimensional objects here. And one more thing, if you go to the Windows menu, so default tray is there. default tray. First option is default tray. So if you move rightward, so here there is an option called as show tray. Just I'll click it. You can see on the right side of this window default tray. So this is one more, the sub window is appearing here. This is sub window, and these are the sub commands that you can see: entity info, component, style, and all. So let me explain you. I chosen the draw toolbar, standard toolbar, edit toolbar, as well as view toolbar, and one more toolbar is the large tool set. This is called as large tool set. So you can make notes also. If suppose if you are forgetting the things, you can make notes also. What are all the commands and what are all the toolbars we use? The mainly is large toolbar. Then draw means whatever the draw and edit commands are there, everything is available in this large tool set. This is called as large tool set. Only this toolbar is enough to make any kind of a three-dimensional object here. And let me come to the screen here. So you can see here axis. So there are 3 axes and 6 quadrants we can get here. So there are 3 axes. This is the axes are distinctly they are marked with the color lines here. This blue line vertical is Z axis. This is Z axis, whereas this green line, this is Y axis, and this red line is X axis. So you can rotate in any direction just by clicking the scroll button and moving around the mouse. So here in view toolbar, the first one is isometric, second one is top, third one is front, fourth one is right, left, back, and left. So I'll take the top view. So you can see here. Just zoom out like how you do in AutoCAD. Scroll button forward and backward movement. You can zoom in and zoom out the whole screen. So just I'll zoom out and I'll click the top view here. You can see this green line and the red line are perpendicular to each other, and whereas here in this quadrant you will be making the plans in 2 dimensions. You will be making plans in 2 dimensions. I will explain the tools along with the requisite of the civil engineers, like building planning. I'll take one room building here. Directly I'll come to the how to make 3D of a building. Because once you complete any one building, all tools will be, you will be using all the tools, and you will be acquainted with the what are all the different tools. They produce different kind of the effects. So first we make plans just by lines. Suppose there is a prior to that, just I would like to tell some more things, like how you do in AutoCAD. You will be setting the units there. Here also you have to set the units. So there are 2 methods here. In lower left corner, so there is a option called as credit. If you click it, model information dialog box will appear here. Here the last option is unit. You can change the unit. Now the unit format is in architectural, means the feet and inches it will take. Whatever the entry that you make in dimensions, it will take feet and inches. I'll use the SI unit. Decimal I'll take. So I'll take meters, decimal in terms of meters, and precision I'll take up to 2 decimals. Just I'll close the window. Now this has set to SI unit with the meter as the unit of measurement with 2 decimal precision. Suppose I would like to make 3-dimensional plan of one simple room having the size 5 meter by 5 meter with wall thickness of 0.3 meters. How to do it? First, what you will do, you will make a plan that will be in 2 dimensions. To make a plan, you will have an imagination. You will make a section at sill level or at lintel level. Usually we do it at sill level. When you cut horizontally throughout the building, and if you see from the top how it looks like, means the edges or the borders of the walls, how it looks, that gives that's called as plan. So what I'll do, I'll take the command. First command is line command. You can see here, I'm moving the cursor. This is line command. Just click over it. Click over it, and you start anywhere in the this plane, XY plane. So here on the left top corner, left topmost corner, you can see the top. The wording top means your view is from top. Now I'll just start somewhere here. I'll click it, and you can see now I am rotating the cursor here. When I am rotating somewhere, when the line is parallel to this red axis, means this is horizontal. So this line is parallel to the red axis, means to x-axis. It is parallel to x-axis. And whenever you move the cursor, you can see the dimension here at lower left corner, length. So just I'll enter 5 meter by 5 meter. I zoomed out it. Yes. So you can see here 5. Just I'll enter 5 and press enter. 5 meter line has been drawn here. And next again in y-axis, I'll draw one more line having the dimension of 5 meter. And again parallel to the x-axis, 5 meters. 5, enter. You can just join the lines. Now you can see this has become the closed loop, and the inside it is appearing with the gray color. It is appearing with gray color. Can zoom in or zoom out. So now I want to give the wall thickness. This is internal dimension. What I'll do, I'll take the top view again. I'll zoom out to fit the screen. I'll once again use the line command. Somewhere I'll click here. From here, I'll draw a line consisting of dimension 0.3. And parallel to this, 5 meter up to here, it is 5 meter. I can move 5.3. 5 meter plus 0.3 meter. Again, this will be 0.3. This up to this, it will be 5. Again 0.3, 5.6. Again in this direction 5.6. Again in this direction 5.6, and I'll just join the line here. Now you can see here. Again the outer line also is a closed conduit, and the inside area has been hatched with the gray color here. Now I would like to remove this line. You can see here, this is extra line that I chosen for drawing the wall here. Where it has come. Yeah, something went wrong. I'll just do it with one more option here. Preferences. Go to the preferences. Template. Sorry, something went wrong. I'll take one more new file here. Yeah, sorry. Go to the top view, take line command, 5 meter by 5 meter. Here 5 meter, 5 meter. I'll take once again the line 0.3, 5.3, 5.6, 5.6, 5.6, and I'll join here. Yeah. Now you can see here. So I'll go to the isometric view. The window is visible to all now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now the thing left with me is, so this has become the plan. So inside to inside, this is 5 meter by 5 meter, and outside wall thickness I have given in the plan. Just I'll click the top view here. Suppose if I would like to have the entrance at this corner, lower right corner, just I'll draw a line. So this will be the wall. So from here, suppose the door opening is having the width of 1.2 meter. What I'll do, I'll just go to the line command. So on the same line itself, I'll draw one more line having the dimension of 1.2 meters. So when you move the pen here, draw command means this pen. So somewhere here, 1.2 meter will be visible here. Means the point will be there. You can cross check the dimension here. So here there is dimension tool. Dimension tool, you can see here. Dimension tool. You click it. So starting point and end point. See, you can see this is 1.2 meters. Dimension is 1.2 meters. So if you would like to delete any of the entity here, so just click on this, enter delete. Directly you can delete the things. Now what I'll do, now suppose I am having the window, two windows opposite to each other on this wall as well as this wall. What I'll do, I'll just make a line here in midpoint. So whenever there is a line, if you move the pen across along the line, at midpoint it will show some dot line here, dot here with midpoint. See here, this is midpoint. Suppose the window width is 2 meters. So on either side, suppose if I am centrally fixing it on the wall, on either side of this center line, the dimension will be 1 meter and 1 meter. Altogether, the window width will be 2 meters. What I'll do, again I'll take line command. On the same line, I'll draw 1 meter line on the same line. So here, wherever the 1 meter line has cut now, at another other end, there will be a point. So whenever you move your cursor, there the point will show here. You just draw the line. On this side also, 1 meter, just draw the line. Just delete the line inside. You can cross check the dimension also. Go to the dimension. This point to this point, this is 2 meter. Yes, we did correct. On this side also, in AutoCAD, what you do, you make copy selection there. Like how here also you can make copy selection. To do this, just select the entities, this line and this line. Both the lines you can select. Then you can move these things. To move, you have to copy this. To copy, direct copy command is not available. So here there is the another option. Click move. Whatever you do know in right lower left corner, what that entity does means what that command does. It is displaying here. Like how the command whenever in command bar when you are using AutoCAD, in command bar whatever the command you are using, any tool you are using, it will say you what are all the options available and what that command does. Like how here also what this command does, it will be displayed on the lower left corner here. Pick 2 points to move. Control toggle copy. Alt toggle auto. Just I'll control here. I'll press control and I'll select this point and I'll just move the lines here. You can see this is how to copy in the SketchUp. Now the thing left with us is you will be doing a plan in the AutoCAD. Here what happens in third axis, in remaining axis, you have to extrude the faces. So now this becomes the two-dimensional plan, two-dimensional diagram. Now this is two-dimensional diagram. To make it three-dimensional diagram, what to do? Now I have to extrude the faces. I have to extrude the faces. How to do it? Very simple. There is a command called as push pull. We will be using all the time this command, push pull command. You click on this command. Whenever you move the cursor with having push pull, see here, the lines, the whatever the space, enclosed space, whatever the closed conduit is there, that will be visible with dots. Just click on it, drag in the direction in which you want to extrude the faces. So make the diagram in such a position that it should be convenient for you to work with. So now just I have positioned this drawing like this. I wish to extrude the face upward. Suppose the plinth height is around 0.45 meter. First I will give 0.45. Only this portion of the wall has been extruded now. Why? Because I have made the windows on both the walls here. Because of that, now this closed conduit, earlier it was the single conduit all around. The wall was only one conduit. Now I broke this whole conduit into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So to avoid this, what I'll do, I'll not take any of the windows here. Just I'll delete it. I'll delete it. I'll delete these windows. I'll be knowing the positions in plan. So later on how to do it, I'll explain you. I will explain you. See now, if I use push pull command, the shortcut for this push pull command is P. Just you press P, the push pull command will activate. What I'll do, I'll just drag the push pull command icon on this diagram on walls. See, you can see here the wall is appearing with dot. Yeah, with dot meshes. Now what I'll do, I'll just extrude this in upward direction with the dimension of 0.45. Directly, don't release the mouse here. Left click, just drag it. Don't release the click. Enter 0.45. You can see here. Distance, lower left corner, I am entering 0.45. Means already the unit is in meters. Just enter. See, this is 0.45. You can cross check it. This is 0.45. Yes, this is 0.45. So inside, this will be the floor inside. This will be floor inside. This will also at the level of 0.45 meter above the ground level. So what I'll do, again I'll take push pull command. Just I'll drag and I'll just give a reference of this line. Means exactly at that height. That's also extruded. You can see here. Now what I'll do, suppose the ceiling height is 3 meters. I have to extrude all the walls up to 3 meters. How to do it? Just again I'll go to the push pull command, extrude it up to 3 meter. You can see here 3 meters. So at 2.1 meter, there will be lintel, means the door top will end at that position. How to do it? Again, go to the line. From here, it should be 2.1 meter upward. So I'll click first point here. So in this direction, I'll just drag the cursor and I'll enter 2.1 and press enter. So somewhere here the point has come. So from here you click again the one line in this direction, means parallel to this green line, parallel to y-axis. Okay, escape. Now what I'll do, I have to join this face. How to do it? Again go to push pull command, just you hold cursor on this. So now it is dotted, so now it is ready to extrude. See here, I am extruding and I am joining at this point. Just you leave the cursor the point where you want to merge the face. Now just I'll release the cursor. See here, so this line I'll delete. With walls, with opening, door opening, I have done the three-dimensional object of this room. Suppose if you would like to have plinth projection outside the walls. Now this wall is flush. So suppose if 5 centimeter of offset you would like to have, how to do it? So what I'll do, I'll go to the line command. So this will be 0.45 meter, means it will be at plinth level. I'll just keep drawing the lines all around the building. You can see here. You just delete this component. Yeah, it's obstructing here. Now again what to do, go to push pull command. So suppose if I would like to have the plinth projection outside having dimension of 5 centimeters, that is 0.05 meter. So I'll just extrude the face here, 0.05. Okay, this face also 0.05. You can see this face also 0.05. Just rotate it like this. This will be 0.05. Again here 0.05. See, you can see the plinth protection also. Sorry, plinth offset projection, not plinth protection. This is plinth projection. You can see. And suppose I would like to have the steps. How to do it? So this will be a 0.45 meter. The thread that I am going to give is 15 centimeters. That is 0.15. So totally the number of risers will be 3 with two threads. Just I'll go to line command again. Just go to line 0.15. So somewhere the dot you will get. Go to line command 0.15. Yeah, here you will get. Join this line. Again one more line you just draw 0.15. Just draw the line. Now how to do it? Suppose the thread I am going to give as 30 centimeter. Go to push pull command. First you bring all this to the projection face. So 30.3. I'll join here. Again this will be 0.3. You can see the steps here. Only I am using push pull command and line command, nothing else. Only with these two commands I have prepared this three-dimensional object. So till here any doubts? Open, because if I keep continuing you will be under confusion.
Students, if you have any doubt regarding the sir what they have done till now, you can ask them. Or if you have any doubt regarding the commands, you can ask. Or else you can write it in the chat box.
Yeah, that's also welcome. Any doubts? If no doubts means there will be, I can presume that only there will be two possibilities. Either you have understood everything or you have understood nothing.
Sir, step dimension tell once again, sir.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no comment.
Pardon?
Step dimension.
Step,
Step dimension tell
yeah,
once again.
steps. Yeah, once again I'll tell you the steps. I have yeah, undo I'll do. What I'll do, already this is the plinth projection. This will be the plinth projection. Suppose I would like to have steps having the rise of 15 centimeter and with the thread 30 centimeters. Total this dimension is, I'll just check it out. This dimension is 0.45 meter. So I can make two steps, means two threads will come, three rises will come. What I'll do, I'll equally divide it. 45 divided by 0.15, 15, that is 3. I'll go to the line command L. I'll start somewhere here. Just I'll come down having the dimension of 0.15. Again, once again I'll move the cursor. Somewhere there is a point, means the line where it has end. There it shows it with the dot, that is end point. Usually it will be 15 centimeter. You can cross check it. 0.15. Yes, this is 0.15. So once again, one more line you can do, or otherwise you can copy it with reference to this point. How to copy it? There are two methods. Whatever the just now I went through is one method. One more method is just click on this line. Click on this line. Whenever you click any entity, it will be appearing in the blue color. I am selecting this line. This line I am selecting, and I am clicking this command move. I am clicking this command move. I'll press control button here. When you control button with the move command, this will start copying. I'll take reference of this point. From this point, whatever the line I have selected, that will be copied. So this will be the reference point, and I'll drop it reference point here. Now I have moved this line, means I have copied this line 15 centimeter below this line, below the same line. You can cross verify it. 15 centimeter. Okay. Now only simple thing. Again I am using push pull command. Push bar pull command. Push pull command. The shortcut is P. Push pull command. I'll just drag in this direction. 0.3 plus 0.3. This will be 0.6. This will be 0.3. Now the steps are ready. Suppose if you would like to have steps on either side equally, how to do it? First I'll check out what is the dimension here. So this is 0.35 meter. What I'll do, I'll just remove this line. Go to push pull command. Just drag and just you show somewhere here the face. So this will flush at this face. You can see here. So here also what I'll do, I'll just delete this line because I can move all together. Otherwise I need to move this and this. What I'll do, I'll just delete this line, go to push pull command in this direction 0.35 meters, because on that side this was having the dimension of 0.35. So equally I extended it. You just remove these lines, two lines. So this is how you can make the steps. Is it clear, sir?
Yes, sir. So there's
Okay.
one more question.
Yeah.
Sir, explain copy command once again, sir. How to do copy? Can you
Copy.
explain once again,
Yes,
sir?
yes, sure. Yeah, suppose I would like to copy this line. What I'll do, I'll just click on the line. Now this line has got selected. I'll go to the command move, press move command, means select move command, press control, make some reference point, just drag, drop it the point where you wish to copy the line. I'll just drop here. Yes, this has copied. Suppose if you would like to copy entire building, just I'll tell you, select this whole building like this, select this whole building, go to move command, press control, hold some reference point here, just copy it. This is how to copy. And suppose I would like to move this. Suppose I want to move this backward. How to do it? Just select all these, go to move command, don't press control this time, just keep moving it. You press somewhere with some reference point and keep moving wherever you wish to move the objects. I moved it here. Only the difference between copy and move is whenever you want to copy, press you have to use the move command only, provided you have to press control button on your laptop or on your keyboard, then only this will get copied, otherwise it will keep moving. This is how we have to copy. So again, now what I'll do, I'll 0.6, 0.3. Yeah, till this it's clear.
I think you got your answer, right? So, any other question? Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, fine. So we'll start with we'll continue with the next bit of the Google Sketch.
Okay, thank you. Now I left the windows here. How to make windows? Suppose in plan there were windows on this wall and this wall. What I'll do, all around the building, I'll fix the lintel level. Already I'll be, I know what is the lintel level. Lintel level will be usually at 2.1 meter for usual residential buildings. I'll fix this lintel level. Yeah. So at the center of this lint wall, I have window. How to do it? Just I'll explain you. Go to command line command. So if this is a single line, so at the midpoint will be the midpoint of this wall. Draw a line. Suppose the window size is 1.2 meter by 1.2 meters. 2 meter means that is horizontal dimension. 1.2 meter will be vertical dimension. 1.2. On this side, it will be 1 meter. You join here. Again, go to line command. 1 meter. You join here. Just remove the line inside. This line also you remove. This line also you remove. So now this is the Windows location. I'll just delete this building. I'll just delete this building. Now this is the window position. Now how to subtract it? Now I extruded. How to subtract it? Already the wall has been built. How to make an opening on the wall? Again we are using the same command, that is push pull command. That is the most widely used command in the SketchUp software. Push pull command. To extrude also the push pull command is useful. To subtract also the push pull command is useful. So again I'll go to the push pull command. See here. This one is dotted, so it is ready to take the action with which the command is operating. Just I'll click it and I'll drag inside, inward. You can see here on face. See how beautiful the software is. Very easy to use. Very easy to use. Now you can appreciate the beauty of this SketchUp. Now on this side also I wish to have window. Again there are two methods, like how I did for that window. That's also right. And one more thing is you can make a copy of this outer lines on that wall. How to do it? Just I'll select all these 4 lines, outer lines. I'll take reference point of this corner. This corner as reference point I'll take. Just I'll copy. Go to move command. Press control. I'm referring this point as the reference point. Just I'll drop at this point. on this wall you can see. Yes, it has come. Just I'll delete these two lines. Again, go to push pull command. Go to push pull command. Just you push inside. You are pushing inside, means you are subtruding. See here, these are the two windows. Got it? Any doubt? Any doubts?
Any doubts? Since there's no doubt, sir, so you can continue.
No doubt. Now, for this building, I want to have the slab. How to do slabs? What I'll do, suppose the slab is projected all around the building with 1 meter projection. How to do it? Just I'll take line command. See here, I'm using only line command, push pull, and move copy. Only 4 commands. I'm using only 4 commands here. Just I'll take this as the reference point. Usually the slab will be, for this example, the slab will be having the square or rectangle shape. For that only I need two opposite diagonals. What I'll do, I'll just take this point in this direction 1 meter, in this direction 1 meter, and upward. Suppose the slab thickness is 0.15. I'll just have a line of 0.15. 0.15. Yes. So this is one corner, and opposite to this wall is this corner. I'll again go to the line command. 1 meter, 1 meter. So upward 0.15. Okay. Now I am using here one more command called as rectangular command. Rectangular command I am using. Just I'll click on this. I'll specify the first point and opposite diagonal corner. See here. Now only it has become a thin sheet. So how to make it a slab? You just delete these lines, reference lines. You can delete it, delete them. You can delete them. Yes. Now just use push pull command again. How to do it? Again go to push pull command. Now downward push is required. So earlier what you did for extruding the walls, upward pull you did. Now you pull downward 0.15. See here, the slab is ready. Building is ready. Any doubts here? No doubts. So can you please take this as an assignment, so that tomorrow you should be able to do whatever I have done today. Only using these commands. I have used line command, push pull command, move command, with move copy command, rectangular command.
Sir, one student is saying, tell this again, sir, about slab.
About slab. Okay, okay. So this is the building up to slab level now. The slab, suppose the slab is having projection all around, having a projection of 1 meter. What I'll do, so this will be the base of the slab. This will be the base of slab. You take line command. So projection is 1 meter. So in this direction, the projection is 1 meter. Again, in this direction, the projection will be 1 meter. Right? And the slab thickness, suppose if it is a 0.15 meter, means 15 centimeters, 6 inches, 0.15. Just have a line. Means this is extreme right corner, or one extreme one corner, that's it. So rectangle, in this case, the slab will be having the shape of square, because the room dimension itself is square. It will be having the shape of square. So opposite diagonal is enough for me to have a square here. What I'll do for this wall, for this corner, opposite corner will be this one. So again, I'll go here. I'll take line command, draw a line in this direction having 1 meter of dimension. So again, perpendicular to this line in this direction, 1 meter, upward 0.15, because this is the slab thickness. Now we got it. So this is these two are the opposite diagonal points of slab. This is a top of the slab. These are the points of top of the slabs. Now what I'll do, I'll use rectangular command here. So to make rectangle, you need to specify two diagonal points, opposite diagonal points, not only diagonal, opposite diagonal points. What I'll do, I'll specify 1 point and opposite diagonal point here. You can see. Now there is a gap of 0.15 meter. How to fill this gap? What I'll do, I'll use push pull command. Push pull command. You just position the whole view in this direction. Press to position like this, to pan and to rotate this. You just press this scroll button and move the cursor. Sorry, move the mouse. What I'll do, I'll just pull down in with 1.15 meter dimension. That's all. Now the slab is ready. Doubt is clear? Doubt is cleared? Okay, good. Roll number 112. Yeah, fine. So this will be assignment for you all. Tomorrow you make a room having dimension of anything of your choice, like 7 by 7 meters, 7 by 6 meter, 5 by 4 meters, or adjacent rooms. 2 rooms also you can do. Only these commands are useful for whatever that I have done today. I hope I made my effort to make you understand. I think you understood a little bit. When you practice it, then only you will come to know how the command works here. Unless you practice, you won't learn, and it is very easy software and easy to learn. Only if you know these two, very little bit commands, you can conquer this SketchUp like anything. You can make use of this SketchUp for any kind of buildings, any kind of high-rise buildings, different types of buildings. Not only buildings, even components also. Next in upcoming sessions, I'll tell you what components, how to make them and all. Just this is how to make the 3 dimension. Again, a lot of things are there to furnish all these things. A parapet will come, then the coloring will come, and how to make the flooring, colors, window finishing, everything I'll tell for the simple building. Again, we will take afterwards. What we'll do, we will take one home plan. This is just one room plan. We'll take one home plan. That also I'll just demonstrate you, so that it will be very easy for you to catch up how the SketchUp can be used to make the drawings. Even you can import directly the diagrams from AutoCAD files, even from JPG file format. So I'll tell those in subsequent sessions. Any doubts so far? Whatever I explained, it's open now. It will be for discussion.
So for today's class, sir has completed one building, one room. So you can practice that, and you can make that as assignment, considering one room or a 2 room with a desired dimension. Then you can make a room. That is your assignment. If you have any doubt regarding the topics sir covered today, you can ask. Okay. if you don't have any doubt, then we'll wind up the session here. Or else, if you have any doubt, you can ask to the Madhav sir.
Yeah, if you have any doubts, please let me know. All are here. At least just switch on your camera so that it will be confirmed that you people are present. Otherwise, we may get doubt that you are not present.
So there's a comment. Sir, is it provides more tools?
Compared to other 3D program? No, very lesser commands we use. Very lesser. This is very easy 3D software as compared to other 3D software. This is very easy, and we use very lesser commands here.
I can say with the less command you can do more.
Yes, absolutely. Just now I used only few commands, 3-4 commands I used, and I made a 3D view of the one room, one building. Very few commands. Usually we do only these things. Only we do these things. Why I directly took this example, because if you keep learning the what are the tools and what that does, you will simply keep learning that. You will not apply for what we are intended. That's why I'm directly starting and I'm taking example of the buildings, because anyhow you are using the software to make 3D of the buildings. Simply spending time with what this tool and how this is to be used and all this, I'll not waste time on that. Once because already you are well versed with a lot of softwares like StatPro, then AutoCAD and all. It's of no use simply wasting the time just by narrating what that tools and and all the commands does. That's why I took the example. In coming days also, just I'll keep moving with the example so that you will come to know how actually I need to means you need to improve develop 3D of any two-dimensional plans.
Sir, can we directly import a 2D plan?
Yes, we can directly import